Hey everybody, it's Tom, and I'm back again with the comic book haul. A couple weeks ago I had posted a video saying that I wasn't going to have many more videos coming out for at least a little while, because I was going to take a break. But I kind of went against that with this haul. I also hinted that I had some books coming in, and when I got them I would show them in my next haul video. So that's what I'm going to do here. There's going to be a little bit of everything in this video, from gold all the way up to current, age-wise. A lot of first appearances. I've got a Grail book that's on my top 10 list for this year. It's going to be September next week, and I've not made a dent in my top 10 list at all. I've only gotten one out of the top 10 books that I wanted to get this year. In addition to the books that I picked up this week, I grabbed one of these new plastic short boxes, and I was trying to decide what I wanted to put in there, and I basically was going to put any books that I thought were wall worthy. So I got Miss Marvel #1, DC Superstars of Magic. Just go through these real quick. Black Panther, Cloak and Dagger. This book, for those of you who are not up on things, and maybe I'm the only one who's not, I went to my local shop the other day, and this book is on the wall for $195. Definitely fell asleep on that one. For Spider-Woman, Power Girl, She-Hulk, Joker Fish, first Red Sonja cover, and some Killer Croc stuff. And you kind of get the idea here. Alias, Hulk 180. So anything that doesn't fit on my wall, that it's a significant book, first Red Sonja, I'm going to stick in this box. So just a quick run through here. Some top loader books. So I didn't actually fill up a whole bin. My collection's not that spectacular. But some of the books that I just picked up this week are going to wind up in here. So, without further ado, let's just get on with the haul. Sorry. Okay. I made a trade with a fellow Instagrammer. I had some books for sale on my Instagram that didn't sell, including The First Crow. So I traded him that. It had some condition issues. I mean, I only had $1 into the book, as well as First Doomsday and First McFarlane. So I had a total of $3 into those books that I traded, and I got back the following books. Let me just get this out of the way. These are some pulp magazines from the 40s and 50s. They've just got some amazing cover artwork on these. So we got that one. This one here is from 1949. Just amazing artwork. There's like I said, they're not comic books, they're pulp magazines. But the covers are just absolutely stunning. I couldn't pass up on these. And this is the last one. I think this is my second favorite out of the grouping. That one, and then the second one that I showed. So these were awesome. I only had one pulp magazine before that little trade that I made. He might have gotten the better of the deal, but I didn't really care for the book, and I actually have more of appreciation for those than I do the first appearance of the Crow. It's just not my thing. Just some current things that I picked up. I'm still grabbing these Red Sonja cosplays. everybody saw this already. You know, the Josh Middleton Aquaman. Got 2 of those. And the Josh Middleton Batgirl. I did not pick up this week's cover. I wasn't a particularly big fan of that cover, so I didn't grab it. Adam Hughes Superman. Jenny Frison Wonder Woman. And this other book, my local shop held it for me. He thought it was J. Scott Campbell. And when he gave it to me, I was like, oh, this isn't on my pull list or anything like that. He goes, well, I just pulled it for you as I know you're a Campbell fan. But it's actually not J. Scott Campbell. It's a different Campbell. And it's a 1 in 25 variant, which I didn't know, and I guess he didn't know either. You know, I don't normally get the variants because they're normally gone by the time I'm there. But he had pulled this for me, trying to do me a solid. So got myself the 1 in 25 variant for Black Panther #3. Alright, so I picked up some other things at the flea market. Defenders #15, and if you run around, you know, trying to chase down, you know, Easter egg type things from the Marvel movies, there's a very minor first appearance in this book from Infinity War. It's from when Tony Stark was in the Sanctum Sanctorum with Doctor Strange, and he was leaning on the Cauldron of the Cosmos. Well, that's what this is. It's the first appearance of the Cauldron of the Cosmos, and it appears right there on the first page. So if you're wondering what the first appearance of the Cauldron of the Cosmos was, it's in Defenders #15 from Volume 1. So I just picked that up. This is a book that I always look for when I'm hunting comics, and I always look through the, you know, the kids section of books, because, you know, every now and again you'll find something in there that, you know, the local shops, you know, don't value or don't think have any value. But I found this in a random long box for $2, and it's Heathcliff #12. It's a very low print run book, and those of you who collect those Marvel border covers is one that a lot of people still need for their, you know, collection if they're a completist for all of those. It's a very sought after book. It's about a $30 book. There's a couple of them on eBay. The folks are trying to sell them for $30. So I found that book and for $2, and I also found this in there for $2. A immaculate Golden Age book. I wish it was like a superhero book or a horror book, but still a 1950 Archie's comics for $2 in the flea market bin. That's just a no-brainer. That had to be rescued. So I spent $4 for those 2 books. Went to the local shop, as I was saying, and I picked up, you know, my current books. I also picked up 2 other books. First appearance. It's my second copy of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. I'm going to try to spec on this book and pick up as many affordable copies of this as I can. Hell, if the first Hydra Man is like a $60 plus book, it's only a matter of time before this book catches fire and just goes through the roof. So $20. It does have some condition issues. Where's the camera? Sorry. It's got that little piece missing there and a crease, but I figured $20 for this book, you know, potentially could go up a lot more than be worth more than $20. But this was the find of the day for me at the shop. I was looking through a new collection of books he got in, and this immaculate 100-page Mighty Mouse from 1953. He had priced it as such because he thought he'd have a hard time moving it. Obviously, it does. These cartoony type books don't sell like the horror books and obviously the superhero books, but God, if that was like a Namor or a Batman or Captain America or something like that, I mean, it would be like a $300 book easily. The spine on this book is just amazing for its age and the size of this book. For 100 pages, you would think the spine would be just absolutely destroyed. So that was a no-brainer, and I didn't even try to negotiate down to another $5 on it. Just sold, so I took that as well. Some other dollar type books. This book was hot for like a second, not so long ago. The Blue Superman, Superman 123. There's 2 different covers for this issue. I think even Mercenaut showed this book off at one time. And then Thor 339, first appearance of Stormbreaker. One other book I got in the trade with the guy from Instagram was this Frazetta Eerie magazine number 5. It's in really high grade, so I was happy to grab that as well. Now, this last like 30 plus books I got from my friend John, and I forgot John's YouTube name. I'll put a link to it and his Instagram information in my description. I met John through YouTube. He was watching my videos, and he had sent me a random act of kindness, and we've traded things back and forth, he and I. And he was selling some books, and he said, "Hey, I got this whole lot of books here that I'd like to sell you," and he gave me a really good price on it, including a personal Grail book for myself, which is on my top 10 list. In addition to the money that I had sent for these books, I also got rid of my New Mutants 98, and I'm not upset over it at all because I'm not a big Deadpool fan, and it was a book I only had $1 into. And the book that I got in exchange for it, for me, I think is a tougher book to find. And I'll show you, because obviously I'll save that book to the very end. So on with the books that I got from John. Some nice mixture of stuff. Captain America 149, some run filler stuff, but still some 20-cent Captain America stuff. 154, 156, I needed all of these. And 160, and then he threw in a bunch of stuff as well. Adventure Comics, some early Silver Age stuff. It was still a 10-cent cover. Adventure Comics 284 and Adventure Comics 289, and then he threw in these as well. Some Marvel Ages 91. It's in a Mylar for some reason. This book was signed by Howard Chaykin. Plus I like purple covers, so that's pretty cool. And then Marvel Age 25. Again, nothing overly sexy here, but some nice books that he'd thrown in. Spider-Man 161 and 190. Then a whole bunch, well, not a whole bunch, but some really nice Green Lantern books, Silver Age stuff, early bronze. Green Lantern number 37, Green Lantern number 71, Gil Kane cover, some Neil Adams stuff, number 78, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, and Green Lantern, Green Arrow number 80. So those are neat. I wouldn't usually go out and hunt for something like that because I'm not a big DC guy, but I'm happy to have those things in my collection. And then I got an early issue of Tales to Astonish, number 55. You know, it's these type of books that really kind of get me excited into buying, you know, collecting. I really like the older stuff, the Silver Age things. Then Strange Tales 137, $149. Some amazing covers here. I think this one's a Steranko cover, $153. I know this one is $159. That may be the third copy of that book that I have. Just make some room here. Sorry, I do have a bit shaky camera work. I always do. Folks have commented as such. Some more Strange Tales, $165 and $168. And then there were some Tales to Suspense as well for some more rump fillers. I keep saying 62. Then we jump up to 82. 85, I think that's my second copy of that. He kind of threw that in. 86. Some of these are in really high grade as well. 88. And first appearance of Whiplash. This was actually an upgrade to my copy. Do I have that one up on my wall here? I used to. Yep, I have a copy up on the wall. So that's my second copy of that. Alright, so we only have a couple more books left, believe it or not. I thought this video would go on longer. We're only at 16 minutes. Pre-Thor Journey into Mystery, number 79. Unfortunately, it has a tape pull on it, as you can see. Other than that, this book's in really nice shape. I'm very happy to have that. And then another pre-hero issue of Strange Tales, number 96. So that's my first copies of each one of those titles, pre-superhero stuff. So those were really cool finds. This that's not actually in bad shape at all. And then some more Golden Age stuff. Official True Crime Cases, number 24. It's got some condition issues there on the bottom, but it really presents well. I like this book. You know, I'm going to change my wall around and try to get some of those wire racks that most people have, like Silver Age Dave, for example. I just got to find the right ones, and then I can expand this to include some more covers that I really like. And now we just got 4 books left. Wonder Woman number 160. My old eyes are going on me, guys. This is a hot book, especially it should get hotter with the movie coming out. It's the first Silver Age Cheetah. Again, I think, excuse me, Mercenault was the first one I had seen that showed this book off. You know, a couple other people have, you know, picked it up after that. I don't know what this book is going for now. It's a decent, presentable copy. I don't have many Silver Age Wonder Womans either, so to have a, you know, a minor key like this is definitely cool to have in the collection. Amazing Spider-Man number 24, some Ditko goodness. And I think this is my lowest issue of Amazing Spider-Man. It's got a subscription crease, which is not a big deal to me. It's got some creasing here, but you know what? These books are just out of my normal price range. So I was very happy that he included this in the deal. And then there was a slab as well that he had for me, and I think he basically sold me this slab for $30, and it's an 8.5 Iron Fist number 1. You know, I was looking at my other issue, my raw copy the other day. I had not opened it from the time I got it. I was checking to see if there was a Marvel stamp in there, and it was, but there was actually another page that something was cut out and the Marvel stamp was left intact. So I'm happy to have this. I thought this would be a double for me. It's actually now an upgrade, and a decent copy at that at 8.5. Who knows if I ever broke this out and pressed it out? Could it get to a 9.2? Who knows? But it's not something I would do anyway. I haven't pressed a single book yet. So, the final book is a book from my top 10 list, and it was a book that I had traded my New Mutants 98 for, and without further ado, it is Tomb of Dracula number 10. This is a really nice copy. It actually could use a press. There is a minor non-color breaking crease. See that right there? But other than that, this book is pretty spectacular in my opinion. I'm very happy to get this book. It's a book I never thought I would get. This and Werewolf by Night number 32 are two books that I've wanted for a long time. That with Iron Man 55 are just some books that I've always wanted. I was able to get Iron Man 55 last year at Baltimore Comic-Con. I now was able to score Tomb of Dracula 10, and I can successfully cross this off of my list. So now I just need Tomb of Dracula number 1. So that's my haul, guys. Short and sweet. Showed a lot of books. God, showed like almost 50 books, I think, in 21 minutes. And, you know, my last video I was kind of down about the whole collecting of books, saying how hard it is to find stuff. But if you're patient, I guess you will find some decent deals. We'll see what Baltimore Comic-Con has in store. That's in a couple of weeks. That's probably going to be when my next video is. If anybody's going to be down there on the Saturday, shoot me a message. Maybe we can run into each other and shoot the shit for a while. So that's it, guys. Thanks again for watching and subscribing. And if you like what you see, give me the old thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Take care. We'll see you soon.